guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's not a date or time specific reading. So whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. It is a general read though, so it won't resonate for everyone. We are in the portal of the heart this month. Valentine's Day notwithstanding, we just have some aspects in the cosmos that are bringing in lots of sensitivity and warmth and compassion. It's a much easier, more fluid month than January was. So I thought I would do the Twin Flame Tarot spread today. So that's what we're gonna do. You can be here as a cross watcher. Sometimes the messages come through reversed. Keep that in mind. So I'm going to lay out the spread and tell you my intention, and then if it comes through reverse, that's fine, as long as it resonates. We have the full moon in Leo coming up on the 5th. I will be doing a special reading for that actually next. So stay tuned for that. Here we go. Well, I love this. So the first card out happens to be the World. So this card position is about mission. Twin souls have missions. They come to this incarnation with a mission and they work it out lifetime after lifetime. And we have here the World, which is Aquarius and Capricorn, the as above and so below of it all, as in heaven, so on earth. For some people, but the World is a card of Saturn. Saturn is about learning lessons and closing out chapters and beginning new chapters. Sometimes it's associated with freedom and release from those lessons, from the harshness of Saturn, which can be pretty restrictive, right? Because Aquarian energy, which is where the sun is right now as I record this, is very much about liberation and freedom, and Saturn is not. So there's that kind of push-pull that we have coming in here. Very interesting that that is your mission. So now I'm just going to pull the cards. Wow, wow, wow. Beautiful. So I'll pull these and I'll walk you through it and then I'll clarify. For this particular spread, my intention is that this is the side of the spread for the sign I'm reading for. So this would be Gemini. This side would be your divine counterpart. If you're here as a cross watcher, you could align with this side and this could be Gemini. I hope that makes sense. Just take it as it resonates. I already described the World. Here's the twin soul mission. Now when I'm looking over here, Gemini, I'm looking at, you know, sort of where you are on your soul's purpose journey, and we have the King of Cups. King of Cups is addressing not just the keeper of your heart here or your own emotional availability, but emotional vulnerability as well. If you notice, our king here is floating on a block of something. I don't know if it's concrete, ice, whatever it is, floating out in the middle of, you know, surrounded by water, like a man on an island. I'm only saying man because it's a king, but it's just energy. It doesn't have to be masculine or feminine in nature. Or male, female in nature is what I meant to say. But I'm feeling like where you are right now is all about emotional availability and some measure of vulnerability, either within yourself or in connection with this person. Your person is all about the Three of Pentacles, which is interesting because this is suggesting that as they move forward in their soul's purpose and journey, they're kind of coming to this point of, well, you know, it's all about cooperation and mutual investment and supportive energy. This is also a card of friendship. It did come through in the morning musing, and I made note of that. It is about being friends and sort of working together and, you know, being on the same side of the volleyball net, if you know what I mean. So cooperation, collaboration, co-creation, but mutual investment. So we have you, we have your divine counterpart, and then we have spirit when we look at that Three of Pentacles. It's not depicted in this deck, but I'm trying to prompt you to remember the Three Pentacles at the top of the area in the church that the the sculptor is working on making a masterpiece and has some supportive energies there beside him to help him take it from something ordinary to something extraordinary, but it's about teamwork. So that's where your person is. Now on to your karmic challenge. We have temperance here. You're working on some patience, self-control and restraint when it comes to temperance, and your person is working through their karmic challenge of defensiveness and resistance. Could be that they need to learn to take a stand for themselves. That's very possible, but for the most part, to me, this particular deck looks kind of combative, like, oh hell no, you are not coming for me. I'm going to resist. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to defend. So they're working through that right now. Could be that they're working through it because they have too much of that hostile energy and less of the Three of Pentacles cooperative energy. Could be that they kind of are a doormat and need to sort of take a stand or step into resisting what isn't right for them. Now, moving forward, we have the present energy as the star. And the star to me in this particular reading is coming out as wish fulfillment, like a dream come true, a wish being granted by virtue of some measure of healing. Something's being healed here and it's kind of coming through as a potential miracle. So that's your present energy. Your guidance from spirit is the magician. Keep manifesting. You've got all the tools that you need to manifest that which you desire and deserve. So you're getting a little bit of a leg up here from spirit, and the outcome is you just got to know what you want. Two of Wands. In a world of possibilities, when you look out on the horizon, which path will take you to where you want to go? And what do you have to set in motion to make it happen? So I like that Two of Wands because twos are about choice and decision. And when it comes to the Two of Wands, it's about your desire. What do you desire? And what path are you each walking? And will it get you there at the same time, which is the goal? So let's see the World card. Well, with the World, we get the Death card, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Ace of Swords. It's kind of coming through as ending energy. And remember, this is your mission I'm speaking about. Closing out difficult cycles and growing from them, right? Leaving behind what no longer serves, almost dying to self a little bit so some new energy can be born into the situation. We've got underneath, and when I pull from the bottom of the deck, for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm trying to tap into unconscious awareness or what's playing out behind the scenes. There's some sort of insight here. Spirit keeps trying to give you these clues, this gift from Spirit. If you look at the hand of Spirit with the Ace, it's like, here's the insight, here's the truth, here's the clarity, but it's sort of on the back burner. It's something that isn't being heeded at the moment. You're not paying attention to it at the moment. And we've got the Queen of Wands. So I almost feel like there's this shift and change, some growth, change, and transformation occurring in this connection on a cyclical basis. And it can have something to do with leadership, with passion, with creativity, even with the Queen of Wands, but it is very much cardinal energy. The cardinal energy of Aries in that Queen of Wands is like a strike the match. It's startup energy. So I'm feeling like there's some insights trying to come through, some gifts of truth and clarity, realizations, even epiphanies coming in to show you the way to move through the cycles in this connection. And it could just be that we're going from something that may have been very disempowering to each of you to something way more empowering. And taking time to lead each other through this connection, through the cycles, so that there is growth. I'm seeing the Death card as growth and change and transformation, which does require some offloading, some release, which is powerful for the full moon coming up in Leo, some release of things that don't serve or that get in the way. And you've got some hints here with the Ace of Swords. So the King of Cups for you, Gemini. Wow. You're kind of at a loss here. The Nine of Wands was the oracle card for the morning musing, for the little readings I do for the channel members. And I said, yeah, there's something you can't quite give up on yet, even though there's been some signs of devastation and painfully ended cycles and all that. But I'm feeling like you're kind of stuck because you haven't given up on this King of Cups energy, which for all I know could just be referencing Scorpio, because that's the association with the card. But it could also be about someone's emotional availability, their vulnerability. Will it ever happen? Will I ever kind of tap into how they feel? And I feel like you haven't given up, but you're sort of stuck and overthinking. Very Gemini here, by the way, with that Eight of Swords. Second guessing yourself. There can be some moments of doubt, lots of self-doubt. And the Two of Wands is underneath, which is where we're headed in the outcome position. So I do feel like you're sizing up the path forward. That's where you are in your journey right now. You haven't given up on this person or on this part of your connection of being vulnerable on an emotional level, being generous, energetically generous from the heart with compassion and sensitivity. Also keywords for that King of Cups. But the King of Cups, in my experience in tarot, is always someone who feels deeply but struggles to put it to words. It's not that they don't have feelings, but that they don't make those available to you in a verbal way. Sometimes the King of Cups is known to just sort of kind of go off on their own, not communicate for a while. It's different from the King of Swords disappearing act, because the King of Cups is really just more about protecting their heart. So they tend to kind of not want to get into conflict situations or argumentative conversations, or even a conversation where their energy, their feelings might be found out. So they kind of pull away. So I'm seeing here like you're still persevering, but you're feeling a little stuck and you're not sure of where this is going. Three of Pentacles for your person. They're in the damn same energy. They don't know what to do here either. Interesting that they have the Ace of Wands underneath, because it's telling me that on some level they know they should be taking some form of action, that they're being given this gift of divine inspired passion from the hand of spirit, and they do want to be cooperative. This is a part of their journey that they're on right now. But the Two of Pentacles is they don't know how to do it. And really, Six of Swords, they just want some peace of mind at this point. This is someone who, okay, I've sized it up. Your King of Cups here is this side. They are conflict averse. They don't want conflict. They don't want overly done expressions of emotion. This is someone who doesn't like to cry in front of anybody, who doesn't want their heart revealed. Although they want to be cooperative, they are invested in the connection. They just don't know how to make it all happen. And what I see here with the Six of Swords is a little teeny bit of escapism in order to get some peace and calm. Underneath, though, passion burns bright. I'd say it burns hot, but we're dealing with a King of Cups. It's burning. That's what's most important. So let's look at Temperance, as this is your karmic challenge. Yes, absolutely. Again, some indecision. Temperance. So your challenge is to be patient and to go within for clarity. If you need some kind of balance, if there's some kind of harmony missing between you and the twin, there we have the Four of Wands, the 1111 card, right? When you're thinking about life partnership or being together, there's some kind of energy with it that Temperance is showing you the need to kind of check yourself, to go within before you act on any kind of impulse, especially if you're here as Gemini. Okay, so I'm feeling like the Two of Swords is doing a lot of heavy lifting here, but it's about, be patient, understand that in time all energies come into flow and balance, and go within to get clarity before you take action, right? Because the Two of Swords can be a crossroads moment. So the karmic challenge is when you're at the crossroads moment, you don't want to take an outward action before you have thought it through and gone within to get clarity around it, to understand the meaning and the purpose behind a decision that you may have to make, and then how best to proceed. So I'm seeing here your karmic challenge has to do with, taking a breather, take a beat, take a breath, pull back, go within, thinking things through before you take action. If harmony and balance is what you seek. Okay. Seven of Wands is your person's karmic challenge. Tower. Nine of Swords, Three of Pentacles, which is where we kind of began over here. This is somebody who, like I said, doesn't like conflict, has a propensity for anxiety and worry and stress, and just very averse. Can be a little combative, though, if pushed. So that's what I see with this Seven of Wands and the Tower. They can be explosive. Interesting that the Three of Pentacles shows up here, because that's where they are on their journey. So this is perfect because it's aligning. Hold on, let me see how I can hold this up. See how the Three of Pentacles here, and this is underneath. So it's kind of coming up in unconscious awareness in their karmic challenge, but they are in conscious awareness working through it right now, which is about mutual investment, supportive energy, cooperative, collaborative, co-creative. And this was somebody who, like I said to you, is seeking peace at all cost, not quite sure how to be in a cooperative, collaborative, co-creative relationship, but it's part of their karmic challenge. They may, when their back is up against the wall, they may lash out. And they may lash out because they're like a cornered animal, right? That's how I'm seeing this person. They don't want to reveal their true emotions. Don't dare pick out a scab. They don't want to bleed in front of you. They don't want to cry. They don't want to get overly emotional whatsoever. So what your perception is this is someone who's emotionally unavailable or detached or rejecting. That's not the case. This is someone who's trying to protect their emotional balance at all times, even though they are invested, and they recognize the need to kind of focus on how to be more supportive. Wow. In relationship, obviously. So let's look at the Star, which is present energy. I'm just going to stick a pin in this for right now. I'm just going to say this is also somebody who could be easily provoked by your explosive energy. So if you're here on this side and you know for a fact that there have been times where things have been explosive and dramatic between you, this person's response is to kind of rise up against that. But they're not doing it without paying a price. That Nine of Swords is a lot of worry, is a lot of anxiety, sleepless nights, restless energy, pain, when what they really want is the peace between you. So keep that in mind as well. It's not just about their combativeness, it's about the potential for them to respond and push back when confronted. Keep that in mind. Okay, so for the Star, we get the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. I'm feeling here like the opportunity is to begin again. I see love and passion here, almost as if it's fresh start energy. Words from the heart, sensitive, non-threatening, optimistic, good news with the Page of Wands, sensitivity, compassion, words of apology if required, all landing on this Star. Underneath is the Eight of Pentacles, which is like, let's work this through. We can work this through. We can deal with these issues and what we bring to the table in terms of our own personal life experience, our personal experiences in relationships, or watching others in relationship. So the star is almost a healing salve here and giving you the opportunity. Dream come true would be fresh start energy, and the two of you committed to working things through. I like it. I'm saying the word committed because of the Three of Pentacles on this side. And I see the Four of Wands and Justice on this side. So there is a mutual desire to be cooperative and to find balance and fairness and harmony between you. Let's look at the Magician, which is the advice or guidance from Spirit. Ooh, trust your intuition about when the time is right. You're manifesting a clearing of the air here with the Knight of Swords. That is Gemini energy, by the way. But Spirit's saying you've got all the tools to clear the air, but trust your intuition about the timing of it. Because we have the Knight of Swords, which moves at the speed of sound, and we have the the Knight of Pentacles underneath, which is slow and steady, wins the race. Be sure you begin with the end in mind. The Knight of Swords does not do that. The Knight of Swords is given to speaking out of turn, or things coming out of the mouth without thinking them through, or in the heat of the moment. Got it? So what Spirit's telling you is you can have this sort of clearing of the air, but trust your intuition about the timing, the speed with which you move toward that. The Knight of Pentacles is crossing T's and dotting I's. They begin with the end in mind. They have a plan. They move forward cautiously with consciousness and intention. So the Knight of Swords does none of that. And I'm feeling like if the Knight of Swords will be successful, and I'm talking energetically, if that moment where you come together and have this conversation or this opportunity to get clear, to move into something more cooperative, collaborative, balanced, it's going to have to be more led by intention and less by impulse. Yeah. And you're dealing with someone here on this side that's kind of on a hair trigger emotionally. And that's why they don't share their emotions often, because you literally scratch like this and they're bleeding. So this is somebody who's going to be very tender and needs to be dealt with. And you can manifest it, but needs to be dealt with in a very conscious, deliberate, reliable, responsible, practical, predictable kind of a way. Two of Wands. Yeah. There's an opportunity for the two of you to keep moving forward on your path. We end where we began. The last card out was the first card out, the World. Woo! Endings and new beginnings. And I definitely feel if a balanced, reciprocal relationship of equals, with equal give and take, with generosity and kindness and compassion and benevolence toward each other, if that's what you truly want, that's what you will be journeying to. Eight of Cups isn't always about leaving someone in the past. Sometimes it's about saying, well, we know what we've gained so far. We're soldiering on. We're continuing on our journey. And I feel like with the World coming from under the deck, I feel like this is something that you have to decide that you want. You have to choose the path that takes you to the next cycle. And that's what I see here with growth, change, and transformation. There are clues being offered to you by Spirit with the Ace of Swords. Queen of Wands is in the position of leadership. That, like I said, that's Aries energy, but it doesn't have to be strictly Aries. It's more first house, identifying with taking the lead, with moving forward with optimism and passion and excitement. Now that could be coming from your person because they've got Ace of Wands under here. Male or female, doesn't matter, but I feel like a lot is hanging on the Queen of Wands to sort of move this thing forward. So you're getting lots of clues here about how to do that in the best way for both people. Okay, so that's what I see for this reading. Before I tell you the astrology that showed up, there is a link in the description box below that will take you to the extended, so that if this is your storyline, I've described you pretty well. I'm going to focus on this person's energies. How do they see the situation? Where are they coming from at this moment? How can we see it from their eyes? How do they see you? Or think about you or feel about you, depending on what cards come through. And what are their intentions toward you going forward, toward the connection? And I'll close out with some oracle. So that's what's coming in the extended and the links below. Here's what we have. King of Cups is Scorpio. What's this? Temperance is Sagittarius. Justice is Libra. Tower is Aries. The World here is Aquarius and Capricorn, card of Saturn. Death is Scorpio. Queen of Wands is Aries. We have the Star is Aquarius. Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Magician, Virgo, and Gemini. That's a card of Mercury. The High Priestess is Pisces. The Knight of Swords is Gemini. The Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. And we have the World a second time, which is Aquarius and Capricorn. So a very interesting reading to take a check-in with where you are on your twin flame journey. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a minute. Otherwise, bye for now.